Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Mountaineers offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Wildcats! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Floats it out in space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Arizona's offense will go to work for the first time today. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it behind the line. It's John. Hard running there. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab down the middle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. And now on second down for this offense. They just keep firing. Pucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it along the sidelines. Foot in bounds, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time, there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Have to put that first down behind them. It's second and goal from the 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
It's complete to the right. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll leave fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. No good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Turning on the Jets. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Love the play call offensively, they knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. There he goes. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's John. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Arizona lines up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Kent.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Mountaineers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to bull his way in. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
the rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Slips the tackle, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
1st down, West Virginia.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off the boot, looking for his man. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Arizona, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man down the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. Right on the money. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. The offense will quickly use a timeout. From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab.
I know, everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback desperately trying to get it off, and he cannot. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And do you think there will be second guessing about passing on a field goal try? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Quick release by the QB. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost the fire on second down. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Firing to the right, complete. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Hines is tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Hines is big tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Nice move to keep running. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. They think there's room to run to the right here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. And the Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to throw again. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Arizona runs out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fights off a defender. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
West Virginia.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Grab behind the line. It's Kent. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Complete to the left. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might be changing the route. Caught behind the line. It's Kent. it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. Coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He's got the tight end, and the runner is down, and so is a flag. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here we go. Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets open down the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense...
There he goes! Touchdown, West Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with the one there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them the first down. Let's see what they do now. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A third down try for the offense. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive